Well, we've got the start of the first grade game between the Rams and the Tigers here at Olympic Park. And trying to get the sides going for everyone. And that'll be coming up very shortly. The Rams, meanwhile, made a great break early onto their centre. And that is Dennis Spathis. Rams on the attack. Tigers do not need an early try against them. Button out the back to Josh Moffat. Little chip through. Who's going to be first? The Tigers. Number 2. That was Connor Brown. See Brownie's back playing. So that'll be a restart from underneath the post. Tyrese Anderson is refereeing this game. Vander Cummings is playing this week again for the Tigers. We'll get to the side very shortly. Restart for the Tigers from the line dropout. Rams with the ball. Ellis at dummy half, the biggest hooker you've ever seen, but a very good distributor. Bailey Ellis at dummy half. Ball goes out there. Out the back to Grew. Short pass on to who's number 11. There's a high shot there by Swaddling. Number 11 was Lukey Cameron. No, that was number 10 who copped that around the chops. That was Wade McKenzie. Penalty to the Rams. 10 metres out, directly in front. Josh Moffat, what are you going to do? Quick tap. Ball's going on to 13. Good tackle. That's Jake White. Ellis at dummy half. They'll come this short side out the back to Butto. Butto jinks off his left, beats 1, beats 2, goes there. Oh, he's got a drag down. It's 6 to go. It came off an Aberdeen hand. Ellis at dummy half. 5 out. Goes himself. Big fella, is he over? No, I think, did he drop that? He did. Unfortunately, they had 6 to go and he went himself. Unfortunately for Bailey, he's coughed it up. Or was that Ellis? I'm not 100% sure if that was Bailey or was it Adam Grew. It might have been Grewy. So it's a scrum food to the Tigers, 10 out from their own line. A relieving mistake for them. Cummings is going to feed the ball. Just going to get me head around a few of these boys. Jake Price is the other centre for the Tigers. Good tackle there too by the Rams. Big Wado getting amongst it early. McKenzie, Ellis. Good defence from the Tigers. I see Jaden Rosberg's not playing today. He's on the sideline. Itchy feet, big Rozzy. He's Swaddling charges forward. Great tackle around the legs by Bailey Ellis. McKenzie over the top. They're 32 metres out. Brock Wadwell is the hooker for Aberdeen. Here's Tommy Dixon, who tries to put the ball down. Field, it came off a player, and it wasn't a great kick at all, so they get to halfway. The Rams. Good pressure from them. Not a great 10 metres. So they're up over halfway, the Rams. Ellis pleading with a slow play the ball. Here's Gruey. Gruey takes the ball forward. Always hits that first line and looks to unload. That's all right. Here's Bailey Ellis. Scoots from dummy half. Good tackle from Wadwell. What are they? 35, 25 metres out. It's the last. Here's Moffat. Moffat's going to put a big kick up. Who's under it? Kyle Robinson's just played a full game of reserve grade, Robbo. Can you believe it? Fullback for reserve grade. Played a very good game indeed, and he's gone straight onto the first grade centre position. Tommy Dixon at dummy half. Gives it on to Jones. I think that's Jones. On to Big Fitzy, and Fitzy charges forward. Gets out, 25 out, centre field. Tackle from Ellis again underneath. Tommy Dixon goes wide onto the captain coach. I think that's Matty Hay. Gives it back to Dixon with a bump around. Beats 1. Good tackle there. It's the last. Good pressure defence here by the Rams. out the back. They look in no man's land here, the Tigers. They look all over the shop, and that was forward. Yes, it was. That came from Cummings, so it's a straight hand over to the Rams. Look a bit disorganised, the Tigers. The other person who's not out there for the Tigers is Daniel Hoogerworth. I don't believe... I did hear a call that Hoogs might have broken a hand last week in his game against Scruta, but that is shocking news. That was an ordinary play, the ball. Oh, my goodness. A cheap turnover there. I think the Tigers will breathe a sigh of relief there, and that came from Big Macca. Wade McKenzie. Ball comes out of the scrum to Frenchie. Frenchie's tackled about 30 out. Good tackle there also by number 1, Kane Cubillo. Always been a good defender, Cubes. They've given a penalty away. Cheap penalty there against, who was that? Gruey. Gruey's lip Tyrese, and he won't cop that, so he's got another piggyback downtown. Bailey Ellis is questioning Tyrese. Don't know if that'll do him any good, but nevertheless, Cummings is going to try and find touch here. Evander Cummings for the Tigers. Pressure's on the Rams. Brock Wadwell with the ball. Quick tap on the number 4, Jake Price, and Price goes forward. He's hitting a good tackle. Ball and all round the legs by Butto, over the top by Luke Cameron. Wadwell again. On to Huey Collins, and Hugh Collins, I think that is... Played really well last week, Huey Collins. They find themselves 5 metres out from the Rams line. They go the short side. Wadwell darts out a dummy half. Held up well there by Gruey. Still looking to try and score. Metre out. Out the back to Cummings. Cummings, long ball, cuts out 2 or 3. It went over his head. It's gone backwards. Who's that? The fullback gives it on to... That was Tommy Dixon. There's a penalty. What's he found? Offside? Tyrese has found the Rams all offside, so another set of 6 for the Aberdeen Tigers. Wadwell goes over there, the hooker. No good looking for touch. Goes to Tommy Dixon, gives it on to Big Fitzy, and Fitzy takes the ball forward. Sam Fitzsimmons charges forward all day, he won't stop. Tackled straight in front of the goalpost, 8 metres out. Wadwell, long pass, ordinary pass onto Cummings. Cummings goes himself and finds the line. Goodness me. That defence was somewhat ordinary. They didn't get off their line, but they were on the back of 3 straight penalties. Just a sheer weight of possession against the Rams there, and the Tigers found a gap. Cummings darted off his right and went through. So there you go on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. It is 4-0 with a kick to come. We've had just under 9 minutes of play. Okay, we've got the restart. The kick was successful. Then again, the Tigers did score first last week as well, and then held in it for a little while before Gruder Brankston went berserk. Let's see if they can hang on. the Aberdeen Tigers. But the Rams, they'll come home hard because they're a very, very fit side. He's Swaddling, trying to get out of his own red zone. Ball goes on to Tommy Dixon, shows it unders, but goes himself. There's no runners outside of him. He's hitting a good tackle there by Gruey. Waddle at dummy half. Gets the ball out. Aberdeen charge forward. They're just shy of their own 40. Here's Swaddling again. He'll go forward all day, but good easy tackle there by big Wade, McKenzie and Gruey. Waddle at dummy half out to Evander Cummings. A lot will fall on Cummings' shoulders, I feel. Here's Cal Cridlin with his first touch of the ball. Goes infield. Don't want to let him go. He can run. Absolutely motor. That ball was knocked on or kicked forward by an Aberdeen player. Butto with the ball. Gets up and plays it onto Jewson. Jewson gives the ball onto number 1, Kane Cubello, and he gets up over his own 40. He's hitting a good tackle around the legs by Wadwell. And also number 13. Who's that? What's he saying, Tyrese? Matty Hay. Here's the ball onto Dom Cooper, and Dom Cooper charges forward. I thought he was going to make the halfway line, but good defence from Swaddling and also big number 12. Ball goes to Ellis. Short pass onto Grew. Probably should have given him a little bit more room. They're up over halfway. Number 19 is on for the Tigers. I'll find out his name. The kick's gone up by Josh Moffat. Good take by Cameron French. Still haven't seen Harry Douglas. He must be injured. We'll get to the bottom of that shortly. He didn't play last week either, the one-on. Nevertheless, here's Jake Price gets lifted and dragged back by Jewson and Butto. Jacob Button, they're offside. Another penalty against the Rams. Butto's gone up to him. So is Bailey Ellis. Penalty count is rather large at the moment in favour of the Tigers. They've found touch. 40 out from the Rams line. Brown's going to get the ball, pass it into Wadwell. Wadwell's going to pass it then into out the back, I should say. Good run. That's Matty Hay. Here's Swaddling. Swaddling goes forward. Good tackle around the legs by Wade McKenzie underneath. Good up the top also by Ellis. Ball goes to Huey Collins. No, that's Matty Hay, I should say. Huey Collins is number 12. Waddle at dummy half. They're right in front. 18 metres out. Out the back to Tommy Dixon. Short pass to Frenchie. Frenchie goes nowhere, but it'll come off Josh Moffat. That should be 6 to go. It is. They're 25 out, the Tigers. 15 in from touch. And again, another penalty. Slow play. The ball all over him. Wasn't that bad, I didn't feel. Nevertheless, they're cracking down on slow play the balls. Here's the ball. Going from Wadwell to Fitzy. Big Sam charges forward. Middle of the field. 15 metres out. Waddle at dummy half. Ball goes to Swaddling. Short pass. Still only one out stuff at the moment, but they're inside the 10. Straight in front of the post. Wadwell charges from dummy half himself. Snooks tries to sneak over. He unloads to Cummings again. Cummings short pass. Who went behind him, did it, but it's retrieved by Cal Cridlin. Good stuff from Criddo. Jacob Button, dummy half, gets it on to Jewson, and Jewson goes forward. That's Chad. First look at Chad. He gets to his own 20. 10 metres is only 8. And big number 4, Dennis Spathis, is taken with the ball. Here's 13, Lukey Cameron, and Cameron gets the ball. No, that's Jake White. My apologies. Jake White. Ellis at dummy half. Gets it on to Moffat. Moffat, short pass over there. That's Jake White, I think. Ellis at dummy half. Out to Moffat down that short side. He can run, Moffat. Don't let him go. Very quick. Great hands as well. Played for Aberdeen last year, so they'll be wanting to tie him up. They know his game. Ball goes long to Butto. Butto looks a little chip through. Can he recover? He does. He goes inside and Butto's over. Great try. 1-on-1. Always been great from dummy half, Butto. Little chip through and scored. That'll level things up. 6 points to 4 at the moment. Kick will be straight in front on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. They needed that, the Rams. Good kick back. We've got 24 minutes to go. Kick was successful by Kane Cubillo. 6-all. .23 minutes to go. Restart by Evander Cummings. Goes into Chad Dewson. He gives the ball. Not an ordinary pass. It was an ordinary pass, but Adam Grew collected it well. He charges forward. 28 metres out, directly in the centre of the field. Ellis at dummy half. Short pass to Luke Cameron. Luke Cameron goes forward. Good hit, but equally good run. Bailey Ellis is starting to look like Jeff Turvey in the old days with his hands up every time he goes to dummy half. Good run by Macca. Just shy of halfway out the back to Josh Moffat. Puts the pressure on right into the corner. Goes straight downtown. Bounces kindly for Cameron French, who receives the ball 10 out from his own line. He unloads it now to, is that Jake Price? Price is hitting a good one-on-one tackle with the help of Callan Cridlin by Josh Moffat. Good kick chase by the Rams. Can they box him in here? Ball goes to Connor Brown. Connor Brown goes across field, but into the open arms of Jake White. Bailey Ellis. Is big Sam Fitzy. He gets up over his own 30, just shy of the 40 in fact. Ball goes from Wadwell out to Evander Cummings. He goes forward, unloads it back to Fitzsimmons. Can he get to halfway? No, he doesn't. Great tackle around the legs there by number 12, and that's Toby Denyer. Good defender, that young boy. Here's the ball on to Tommy Dixon, and Tommy Dixon puts a little kick forward down there. Goes out to Dom Cooper, and Dom Cooper receives the ball. Oh, great kick chase, one-on-one by Tommy Dixon. Tackled centre field. Did he lose that? He's saying he lost it. I didn't even see a ball juggling that. Sorry, but I didn't see it. Might have happened. Well, what a turnover for the Rams there. Unfortunate. So it's a Tigers feed. 6-all here on the A+ Contracting Polywell scoreboard. We've had 19 minutes of the first half at Olympic Park between the Tigers and the Rams. Tommy Dixon's going to feed this scrum. Centre field. Ball comes out to Wadwell. On to Cummings. Looks for support. Frenchie chimes in. Frenchie goes himself. It's one-on-one against Butto, and Butto wraps him up. About 15 out. 2 in from touch. Brown at dummy half. On to Cummings. No, he doesn't. He ends up going himself. Beats one. Goes through Luke Cameron. Comes to Grew and Jewson. Grew is trying a one-on-one strip to no avail. Wadwell at dummy half. Ball goes to big Aiden Edwards. He's going to go close, but he's held up. Had a big game in reserve grade. Wadwell at dummy half. Quick play the ball. Wadwell goes himself. Held up there. Who's at dummy half? Huey Collins. Out the back to Cummings. Cummings long pass over the back to who's that? But they're going to score in the corner. Frenchie chimed in out wide and gave the ball out to his winger. And that, I think, was Travis Bateman. Is that Travis Bateman? Who has scored in the corner. I do stand corrected. I think it is. It is. Travis Bateman has scored in the corner. for the Tigers. 10-6 on the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Well, they found the Rams short out there with some great hands. Went wide early, and then Frenchie chimed in. Frenchie's limping as we speak. Might have just twisted something in the running, but that last pass to Travis Bateman allowed him to score untouched into the corner. Vander Cummings has tried to convert it. Waved away. 10 points to 6. It was right on the sideline. Tough kick too. Wade McKenzie's come off for the Rams and Bailey Carter's gone in. That's the Pertex sub there as you speak. As we speak, I should say. Carter on for McKenzie. Defended well, big Wado. Carter will take the ball forward all day, so this will be good to watch. They'll miss Jaden Rosberg out there. Don't know what the reason for Rozzy missing this game, but he's definitely not playing. Ball goes on the restart, straight down the throat of Tommy Dixon, who hands it off onto Fitzy, and Fitzy charges forward. He's tackled there. Carter over the top. Number 12, Toby Denyer. Ball goes to Kyle Robinson. Comes to Luke Cameron, who grabs him by the collar and drags him down. Ellis assisted. Ball goes to Cummings, on to Edwards. Edward goes forward over his own 30, unloads to Cummings. Short pass out to Huey Collins. He's asking for a 6 to go. Tyrese is not having any of it. Gets up and plays it on to Edwards. Edwards juggles it, but he hangs onto it. Charges into Bailey Carter. Denyer underneath. No, sorry, that was number 3, Jake White underneath. Dixon gets a ball, turns it back inside to Fitzy, gets to halfway. Ellis underneath, grew over the top with Carter. It's the last. Here's Cummings. Cummings goes, beats one. Long pass out the back to Jake Price. He didn't kick it, but he's gone now. He's going to kick it. Comes off. He does kick it, Jake Price. It goes into the leg of Ellis. Straight back into the hands of Jake Price. 6 to go. 15 out. Comes to Cummings. Cummings. Short pass on to Tommy Dixon. 5'8" on to halfback. Dixon goes himself. He beats one. He's nearly, yeah! Held down by Kane Cabello, and Ellis there as well. Only a metre out, Tommy Dixon. Wobble at dummy half, out the back to Cummings. They got the numbers. Short pass on to Frenchie, and Frenchie finds himself over the line. Can you believe it? A real controversial call there by Tyrese, the referee. Jake Price came down this sideline, kicked it in field. I don't believe Bailey Ellis went for it or played at it, but it did ricochet off his legs back into the arms of Jake Price, who did kick it, and they found themselves with a 6 to go. So play on was the call. They swung it out wide. They had plenty of numbers, and instead of going real wide, they just passed the ball to Frenchie, and Frenchie charged over from about 10 out and found his way over the line to go to a surprising 14 points to 6 lead with a kick to come. Just under 16 minutes to go. The A+ contracting and Polywell scoreboard. 14 points to 6. He's kicked it. Great kick too by Evander Cummings. Okay, 16 points to 6. Favour of the Tigers here at Olympic Park in this first grade clash. I've been calling Matty Hay at number 13. My program has told me that that's Richard Graham for the Tigers, which is number 13. So I do apologise for the stuff up. Huey Collins is 12. Matty Hay is number 19, I think he is, the captain coach of the Tigers. Here's the restart, and they've the Tigers have had a couple of tackles, and they've got just shy of their own 40. Here's Evander Cummings. He's had way too much time to move. There's Huey Collins. Going forward very strongly indeed. Here's Edwards. Edwards had a big game in reserve grade and he's charged forward and he's up over halfway, actually just shy of the Muswellbrook Rams 40. Out of dummy half, Wadwell gives the ball to Cummings. Certainly causing havoc in with his little short kicks and in behind and forcing the Rams into their own corners. Kane Cubillo cleaned that one up, but he was belted straight away by Hugh Collins. Butto gets the ball from dummy half, gives it on to Cal Cridlin. Huey Collins comes over and cleans it up with the help of big Fitzsimmons, I should say. Lenny Crafts on the field. Let's find out in a minute who's gone off. I think we'll work that out. Is that a one-on-one strip? Goodness me. Tigers in possession. Wadwell did a one-on-one strip. They find themselves inside the Muswellbrook 10. There's Richard Graham with the ball. He's only a couple of metres out from the Rams try line. Wadwell at dummy half. Long pass out to Cummings. He's causing all sorts of problems on a Tommy Dixon. On to Matty Hay, who then gives it on to Travis Bateman, who gives it on to Kyle Robinson, who scores over there. And another Aberdeen try. Bit of a set to over there between Kyle Robinson and the Rams player. Nothing major. And Tyrese points to the spot. They had the numbers again. Great hands there by the Aberdeen Tigers. Tyrese wants to talk to Josh Moffat, and Josh Moffat's gone up there. Tyrese has called timeout. Clock's not stopping. I think he's arguing about the strip ball, and now that's to no. He's not showing him any love, Tyrese. He's sent Josh Moffat to the bin for 10 minutes. He must have gave him a spray. There's no other reason why, but he's given him a spray. And that was all about that one-on-one strip, about 20 metres out from their own line, the Rams. So here we go. They got their playmaker. Chief kicker, Josh Moffat, is going to find himself having a spell for 10 minutes. So he'll come back with about 2 minutes to go before half time. 16 points to 6. Vander Cummings, he's been everywhere, Cummings. His kicks, short passes, him and Tommy Dixon, they're creating a really good combination there for the Tigers in this game. Cummings moves in. Kicks it. Looks pretty good. No, waved away. 16 points to 6 on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Actually, yep. They're down to 12 men. So we've got Jordan Mulheron on. We've got Lenny Craft on for the Rams. Bailey Ellis is off the field. Well, his defence was outstanding, Bailey Ellis, so they've dragged him off the field. I don't know why. Nevertheless, $16 points to 6. 10 just under 11 minutes to go, I should say, in this first grade game here. Ball goes out to Tommy Dixon. This is a second. Out wide, there's Matty Hay, the captain coach of Aberdeen. A couple of boys try to go high. Legs is the answer. Tackled on his own 30. Slow play the ball. Fitzsimmons is charged forward. Hitting a good tackle there. I think that one is underneath is Lenny Craft. Bailey Carter over the top with Jordan Mulheron. Wadwell at dummy half. They're 10 shy of halfway. Really ordinary pass up around Aidan Edwards' head. He can't control it, and it's a turnover to the Rams. Now, this is good field position for the Rams. Lenny Craft is dummy half. Bailey Carter charges forward, goes to Tommy Dixon. One-on-one there, and he's cleaned up. Just shy of the 30-metre line. Quick play the ball. Lenny at dummy half onto Mulheron. Mulheron goes forward. That was a one-on-one strip. Was it? What's he calling? No. He's called a penalty. Good penalty for the Rams there. They'll appreciate that. I'll put another set of 6 on the Tigers right now. Quick tap by Lenny Kraft. He's going to give it to Adam Grew, and Grewy goes forward. Centre field. Just about gets a... Yes, he is. He's over there. He's inside the 20. Builded back there by Richard Graham and Aidan Edwards. Ball comes to the short side here. Butto brings it back inside to Lukey Cameron, and Luke Cameron gets the ball. He's inside the 20, about 15 out in fact. Lenny Kraft's gone to hooker. There we go. Short no play to Butto on the blind. They need his brilliance. Butto nearly scores again. He's only a metre out. Juice and at dummy half. Long ball to Luke Cameron. Hitting a good tackle there. Tries to unload. He doesn't. They're about 8 metres out. 5 metres out in fact. The Aberdeen line. What's that? A loose carry? He has. He got up to play it, and he's still on his back, and he's coughed it up. Oh, my goodness. That's a coach killer. Just when they were applying some good pressure, the Rams, they cough it up. So Aberdeen scrum food. 10 out from their own line, 15 in from touch. Here's Frenchie, straight off the scrum base. Gets out to about the 20-metre run. Good run from Frenchie, tackled by Bailey Carter. Here's Jakey Price, and he charges forward. Good run from Pricey, but equally good tackle from Lenny around the legs, and Gruey over the top. Ball goes to Frenchie again. The fullback's getting involved. Forward should be doing that, surely. Rodwell at dummy half. On to Swaddling, who's back on the field. Goes through one, goes through another. Just shy halfway. Good run from Swaddling. Ball goes down the left-hand side to Tommy Dixon. Short pass out to Matty Hay. Matty Hay flick pass over the back, but it's gone to ground. Speculator went over Travis Bateman's head, and Kyle Robinson couldn't control it. So it's a turnover to the Rams. Bit sloppy passage of play here from both sides. The Rams will appreciate that turnover, I'll tell you. What can they do? What can they do? The Rams. They're on their own 40, 20 in from touch. Butto feeds the ball. Jacob Button, that is. Out the under the scrum base goes Lenny Kraft onto Juice, and Juice shows it. Goes across field, gets through one. He's tackled, at 42 out from his own line. Butto goes to dummy half. Lenny Kraft down this short side. They want to watch him, but really good hit from Richard Graham. Ball and all, just shy of halfway. Connor Brown was involved as well. Butto dummy half onto Jordan Mulheron, onto Gruey. Gruey goes forward. Good round the legs tackle by Travis Bateman. He's only a metre over halfway. Not much ground made there by the Rams. Centre field. Crafty gets the ball onto Geordie. Had a big game in reserve grade. Jordan Mulheron and Crafty and Lenny, that is. And they're trying to get into the thick of things here again. Butto, first receiver, out to Luke Cameron. Comes out to Jake Price. He's monstered there by a couple of Aberdeen defenders. What are they? 25 out. They get a relieving penalty. Good repeat set of 6 there for the Rams. What are they? 25 metres out. Butto takes a quick tap to Gruey. Long pass out to him. He charges forward, centre field, unloads to Bailey Carter. Carter comes to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon takes him ball and all, round the legs, that is. Sloppy play the ball, but they get a penalty out of that, Coach Carter. Well done. Wadwell asking, the hooker. Another set of 6. Can they score? They knew to try desperately before half-time, the Rams. Carter gets the ball off the tap. Charges to the 10-metre line, trying one-on-one strips everywhere, the Tigers. Wadwell in particular, the hooker. 10 out, centre field. Kraft at dummy half, out to Adam Grew. Grew charges towards the Aberdeen defence. He's held up there by Swaddling. 20 points to 6. Just over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Swaddling all over him. Lenny Kraft at dummy half. Out the back to Butto. Butto, show and go. He gets tackled. Good defence there. Quick play the ball. Lenny Kraft at dummy half. On to Kane Cabillo. Kane goes himself. Probably should have given it. He had a 3-man outside of him. Nevertheless, Crafty at dummy half. Short pass out to number 12. That's Toby Denyer. Quick play the ball out to Gruey, out the back to Butto. Butto, little chip through. Who collects it? They all over it. Can the Rams score? No, I think they've dove on it, the Tigers. Luke Cameron was sniffing around for that little fumble. Unfortunately, Connor Brown was there to save the day for the Tigers. It'll be a dropout. Someone from Aberdeen's down injured. I'm just looking at the players. Geez, I hope that's not Cameron French because he's been in the thick of everything, Frenchie, at the moment. 20 points to 6 on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard to the Tigers. 4.5 minutes to go. Time off. Everything for the Tigers, goodness me, everything from the Tigers has revolved around Evander Cummings. That was Frenchie down hurt. That leg's a little bit ginger, I'll tell you now, but he's hobbling around. They certainly don't need him to go off, but he's going to stay on there. He's probably going to move out wide. I'll be zeroing all the attack out to Frenchie's side. Cummings with the restart from the line drop. Goes to Butto, on to Gruey, and Gruey charges at Jake Price, gets through one, comes to Connor Brown, unloads under pressure and gives it to Juice in good hands. He's monster out there, kept into touch. Lenny Craft at dummy half, out to Luke Cameron. Luke Cameron on to Jordan Mulheron. Mulheron goes centre field. He's inside the 20. Lenny's gone to dummy half. He's got options both sides. Gives a short pass to Bailey Carter. Straight up the middle of the field, Coach Carter. He's held by 3 plays. He's inside the 10. Richard Graham was one of the defenders, along with Fitzy. Here's the short side. They go down there. A short pass from Kraft to Mulheron. And what did he do? He's called it forward. Now, that came from the touch judge. That was from Lenny to Jordan Mulheron was forward. Goodness me, another really cheap turnover. This time from the Rams. Both sides really struggling to finish a set of 6. Not a lot of sustained pressure, but the first team to really make the most of their set of 6 should score a try here. But there's 3.5 minutes to go. Someone from the Rams went down. That was Jordan Mulheron after he was hit there from that forward pass. He's up. 20 points to 6. 3 minutes to go. The A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Tigers in possession. Cummings is going to feed this scrum. It goes straight out the back. Don't forget the Rams are down to 12 men. They've dearly missed Josh Moffat's organisational skills there in this 10-minute spell. Josh Emery at dummy half out to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon goes to Bailey Carter and he's caught. Someone came over the top. I think that was Dom Cooper helped him. Lenny Craft tackles Josh Emery. Here's Cummings. Gets that ball out of his own zone. Ordinary kick indeed. Cal Cridlin's going to try and get it over the sideline, but Connor Brown's caught him. Good take. There's no one at dummy half. Kane, you better get there in a hurry. Nevertheless, Butto goes there, gives the ball to Cuby. Cuby gets to his own 30. Just over it, in fact. It's good tackle there by Josh Emery. Richard Graham. Lenny Craft at dummy half. On to Groove for another hit up. How many's that he's done? Into the open arms of Big Fitzy. Craft at dummy half. He's just shy of halfway. They come the short side. Crafty finds gaps down that side. Comes to Josh Emery. Tackled just over halfway. Butto at dummy half now. Want to watch these two guys, Lenny Craft and Butto from dummy half. They're very, very quick, very, they can sniff out a try, put it that way. Here's Lenny. Long ball out to Spathis, I think his name is, Dennis. He's still going, Dennis. Good run. Inside it's the last tackle. Lenny Craft, they're inside the 30. Butto jinks off the left. Little chip through. Frenchie's it back? No, it's not. It's, who is that? Is that Seth Mitchell? Trying to work out who that. No, that was Kyle Robinson. My apologies, Robbo. Geez, there's an ordinary 10 metres both sides here from the referee. Emery at dummy half. He's moved into lock. Here's Jake Price. Good tackle from Mulheron there. Ball and all with Lenny over the top. Emery at dummy half. Long pass out to Cummings. He won't hang around here too long. That's a better kick. Goes downtown. No run at all, as I said earlier. Kane will fall on the ball, and he's hit by Connor Brown again on his own 30. Good defence from Connor Brown. Kane gets up and plays the ball. Bit of a set to between the two of them. Nevertheless, Cal Cridlin gets the ball. Goes forward. Goes in and out of Kyle Robinson. And he's going to score. Criddo, who's there? Robbo catches him. But Cal Cridlin scores in the corner. Well done to Criddo. Good chase from Connor Brown. There was a bit of a melee upfield here, about 35 metres out. The referee is not pointing to the spot. I think he's waiting for a report from the touch judge, who stayed here. The touch judge stayed here because it ended on 2-on-2. Connor Brown and Kane Cubillo. Now this will be interesting. Halftime siren's gone. Great run indeed from Cal Criddo. He scored in the corner. Beat 2-3 players down here. His sheer speed, I did say he can run like the wind, Criddo. Good chase as well. Who was it? That was Kyle Robinson that chased him all the way to the line. Just failed to hold him up, but it was a hell of a chase by Kyle Robinson. What is the touch judge going to do here? Because it'll be all about, and I do stand corrected, but who was the aggressor in that play the ball between Cubillo and Connor Brown? Connor Brown made a tackle on Kane. He played the ball to Criddo, and Criddo went down that blind side here, this short side, and went through 2 or 3 defenders and scored in the corner. Now we're waiting for the decision. Is it a try or not? I was trying to follow the play, so I didn't see the outcome here of this little melee between the players. Anthony Worth's in from the far sideline. I don't know who the touchy is here, but Anthony Worth's certainly giving Tyrese a rundown of what he thought appeared to happen. It'd be tragedy if this is not a try for the Rams just before half time. Siren's gone. It is half time. That was a great run by Callan Cridlin. Outstanding run. Now what's going on here? Josh Moffat is back on the field. Tyrese is calling Josh Moffat over. Called Chad Jewson over. I don't know what for. He's given Chad Jewson. Has he given Chad Jewson 10 in the bin? What for? I do not know. But he's got his hands up, Tyrese. So Chad Jewson's in the bin. Josh Moffat is certainly protesting. I honestly do not know what the reason is. But Tyrese has given him 10 in the bin. So no sooner Josh Moffat comes on the field to make 13 on 13, now Chad Jewson will spend the next 10 minutes or the first 10 minutes of the second half in the bin. But he's going to award the try. That's the positive that comes out of this. I don't know what Chad Jewson's in the bin. Tyrese points to the spot. They needed that try. 20 points to 10 at the half time. Goodness me, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Maybe Chad Jewson was the third man in. That's the only thing I can think of in this little stoush that they had here on the sideline here at just over the 30-metre line. That's the only thing I can think of that Jewson's gone to the bin for, that he may have been third man in when Connor Brown and Kane Cubillo were having a little push and shove episode here. Only thing I can think of. Nevertheless, try's been scored, 20 points to 10. They'll go to half-time straight after this kick attempted conversion by Kane Cubillo. Lines it up, sprays it wide. It's 20 points to 10 on the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Been a real sloppy first half, but some really good action indeed. We'll go and have a half-time break, and we'll be back straight after that. We're back for the second half action at Olympic Park. Week 2. Aberdeen find themselves 20 points to 10 up on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. 20 points to 10 up. Unfortunately for the Rams, they're down to 12 men because Chad Jewson was sent to the sin bin for being third man in to a little bit of a melee that happened moments before the halftime siren sounded. So a great try from Callan Cridlin, who ran 60-70 metres to score that try. So we're just about set for the second half action here. Josh Moffat to kick off. Ball goes down Matty Hayes' throat. He collects it. 15 out from his own line. He goes sideways. Beats 1, beats 2, beats 3. He's up over halfway now. Comes to Kane Cubello, who's the only person that attempted to tackle him low. Quick play the ball to Josh Emery. Goes himself. 40 out from the Rams line. Cummings at dummy half. On to Dixon. On to Hugh Collins. And Hugh Collins gets up to the Rams 30. Goodness me. Josh Emery at dummy half. Goes himself. No. Short pass out to Swaddling. And Swaddling goes across field. Centres the whole play up to give them more options left and right. Emery at dummy half. Who's he got? He's got Richard Graham. No, Tommy Dixon on the left. Short pass out the back to Frenchie, who had a little bit of a leg injury in the first half. It's the last tackle. Ball goes to Emery out to Tommy Dixon. What'll he do? He does what all good halfbacks do and gives the ball to his 5'8", then to Cummings. And Cummings puts a chip over everyone and it goes into touch about 8 metres out from the Rams line. I think he expected Connor Brown. It was attempted to kick over to Connor Brown to catch it on the full, but it was not a great kick. Rams in possession. Onto their main go-forward man, that's Adam Grew. Charges forward, great run up to his own 20, and he goes over the top of Swaddling, and Swaddling's come out of that little bit of a tackle with an ankle injury. Ball goes to Dom Cooper, and Tommy Dixon upended him there. Ball's gone out now to, not sure who that was. That might have been one of the second rows. Lenny Craft at dummy half. Comes forward to Matty Hay, and he gets put on his backside there. Great tackle. Lenny Craft, he's up and plays the ball to Josh Moffat. On to Kane Cubillo. Kane Cubillo still not at halfway, the Rams. Gets to Fitzsimmons, and Fitzsimmons tackles him with Josh Emery right on the halfway line. Craft at dummy half onto Butto. Butto gives it out to Josh Moffat. He's found a gap. Little chip over the top. Butto retrieves it. No, he doesn't. Moffat retrieves it again. Is it 6 to go? He kicks it. There was no 6 to go call, but Moffat kicks it as he goes down and gives it on to Kyle Robinson. Good kick chase by Josh Moffat. Kyle Robinson will play the ball 15 out from his own line. Here's the ball out to Jake Price. Jake Price gets the ball. Hammered in a really good tackle there from Jordan Mulheron and Bailey Carter. Emery at dummy half out the back to Connor Brown. He goes forward. Oh, that's a bit reckless. Careless, clumsy by Toby Denyer. Did pick him up. Thank goodness he's okay. Penalty to Tigers. They'll need that, or they have needed it. Tommy Dixon kicks for touch. Not the greatest kick for touch. Goes straight over my head. Could have probably made 30 metres there, but he rushed that kick. Looking for a restart now, and it goes into Josh Emery, 10 in. It'll go to Dixon, who'll pass it on to Fitzy underneath. Go straight into Denyer. And also Jake White. Here's a Swaddling charger straight at Lenny Craft. Goes over the top of him. Good hit there by Denyer. They're over halfway, the Tigers, onto Fitzsimmons out of from dummy half Josh Emery. 40 metres out from the Rams line. 20 in from touch. Dixon to dummy half. Goes the open side. He dummies. Goes himself. Well read from Bailey Carter. Tackles 30 out. Emery appealing for a slow play the ball. Cummings kicks the ball over the top. Kane Cubillo's going back. Takes it well. Cubie comes out of his own in goal. Tommy Dixon chased him. Missed him the first time, but Kane made it out to his own, let's say his own 5 metres out from his own line, directly under the goalpost. Moffat at dummy half gives it to Criddo. Cal Cridlin gets the ball, unloads it to Moffat again. Good wrap around. He, in turn, gives it out to Luke Cameron, who's hanging around there. One to beat on to Butto, but good tackle there by Cameron French. Butto only had one to beat, he would have scored. Josh Moffat, quick play the ball onto Jake White, and Jake White charges up. He's about 35 out from the Rams line, 15 in from touch. Lenny Craft, the dummy half, quick play the ball. Tigers are all over the shop in defence here. Moffat out wide onto Denya. Denya comes inside one. Oh, tried the backhand flick pass, and it goes straight into the arms of Kyle Robinson. Well, talk about a pressure relief there. They're all over the Tigers, and they've given the possession back to them. Tommy Dixon goes from dummy half himself. In the background there, Matty Hay finds himself. The captain coach is down with a bit of an injury, or is he just... I think it's an injury to his legs, but nevertheless, Emery goes from dummy half onto Travie Bateman. Travie Bateman beats one. That was Josh Moffat. He's dragged down just before halfway, and he's lost the ball trying to unload it. 5 short of halfway. Couple of really poor, cheap turnovers there by both sides, but on this occasion the Rams will come out and they'll find themselves with a scrum feed. 45 out from the Tigers line, 20 in from touch. See Bailey Ellis very keen to get back on the field here. Adam Grew is also got itchy feet. He's on the sideline here, as is Wade McKenzie. So their starting front row are all off the field at the moment. He's a scrum feed to the Rams. Long pass out to Jordan Mulheron. He's tackled right on the 40-metre line. Centre field. Craft at dummy half. Short ball to Jake White. White's tackle down. Really good legs tackle there. Craft at dummy half again, jumps out, gives a short pass to Bailey Carter, who in turn stands up, gives it back to Jake White. Good unload from Coach Carter. 20 out the Rams. They need a try here. Lenny Craft at dummy half, long pass out the back to Butto. Butto shows it under, gives it back to Luke Cameron. Cameron charges forward. He unloads to Button. Button stands Jake Price up, flags him off. One-on-one Fenn, again for a second time, waved him off, beats a third person, gives it back to Geordie Mulheron, centre field, 10 out. He's gone to the try line, tries to unload it. No, he hangs onto it. Smart play. Lenny at dummy half, right underneath the goalpost. Lenny at dummy half. There's an Aberdeen player in the ruck. They get it out of there onto a Butto, onto Josh Moffat's short pass, attempted short pass to Toby Denya. But thank goodness Tommy Dixon was there and he knocked it down, because that had try written all over it. 6 to go to the Rams. Sorry, it's a scrum restart to the Rams. I see Adam Grew on the sideline here. He is absolutely itching to get back on the field. They need his go forward badly. Rams scrum feed, 10 out, 20 in from touch. Can they put one on the board here? Butto feeds it, collects it again at the base of the scrum, out the back to Moffat. Moffat's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He stands, takes Price up, going around him onto Callan Cridlin, who's going to score in the corner. Really good work there from Josh Moffat. One-on-one with Jake Price, Josh Moffat. Went to him, stepped off his right, stood him up and went around him, drew the winger in, give it to Cal Cridlin, who scored in the corner. Cal Criddo's second try of the afternoon. They're back in at the Rams, 20 points to 14. We've had just under 8 minutes of play. A-plus scoreboard, A-plus contracting scoreboard and poly welding scoreboard, I should say. 20 points to 14, kick to come. Couple of really poor turnovers there by the Tigers, allowed the Rams plenty of possession there. Didn't really need it. And they're down to 12 men. They've still got a minute and 17 seconds before, to my knowledge, Chad Dewson is back on the field. So Kane Cubillo's over there, and he's about one in from touch, and he's going to try and convert it. He's about 23 metres out. Tough kick. QB kicks it. I don't think it's got the legs. Waved away early from Worthy. 20 points to 14, so they're a converted try down, the Rams. They'll like that after a couple of, especially with 12 men, they'll like those that equation indeed. They can just hold on for another 15 seconds. They'll have 13 on 13. Dave Manane's on the field. He's going to play this side wing. Travis Bateman's gone into centres for the Tigers. Here's a restart by Frenchie. Long, deep kick. Goes straight down Butto's throat. Gives the ball on to Adam Grew, the go-forward man. He comes forward as he normally does. Takes 2 or 3 to get him down. He just about makes his own 20. Centre field. Lenny Craft at dummy half. Gives the ball out to Carter. Carter goes forward. He's over his own 20. He drops it in a tackle by Adam Swadling and also, who was that? Josh Emery. Loose carry by Carter. Really poor field position, so pressure's off the Tigers. They'll love this turnover here. That Tommy Dixon and Evander Cummings. What can they do? See Wade McKenzie and Bailey Ellis on the sideline here. They are absolutely frothing at the mouth to get back on the field. I have a feeling the Tigers haven't got too many reserves left on the bench. Here's a scrum feed to Tommy Dixon. Gives it on to Josh Emery, who picked it up, and give it on to Travis Bateman. He's tackled, 15 out from the Rams line. Emery goes himself from dummy half. Tough little cookie, Josh Emery. Dixon's gone to dummy half. Short pass out there to Richard Graham. He's only a couple of metres out and he's held up by 2 or 3 Rams defenders. Emery at dummy half again, straight underneath the post. Goes himself, dummies and goes himself. Has he scored? No, he's held up. Good defence. Oh, this one-up stuff from dummy half. Now it's Richard Graham's turn. There's 3 wasted tackles. Evander Cummings screaming for it. It goes to him finally. They switch the play out to Tommy Dixon. Gets around 1. Long pass out to Hay. Hay comes inside. There's nowhere to go. Back to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon beats 1. Beats 2. He scored! It wasn't Tommy Dixon. It was Evander Cummings. Gee whiz, that was the last tackle as well, and that was Evander Cummings who scored his second try of the afternoon. 24 points to 14. 27 minutes to go here in the match. 20 points to 14 with the kick to come on the A+ Contracting and Poly Welding scoreboard. Apologies for not having a co-commentator today, but yeah, we've just been down on staff. Bailey Carter's come off the field. Wade McKenzie is coming up. He'll replace him. After that really good try to get back into the match there, only a converted try, and then the Rams find themselves a little bit short there. Good effort from Tommy Dixon and Evander Cummings. So Cummings is going to try and convert his own try. I'll tell you one young kid, Josh Emery from dummy half. They went themselves 3 or 4 tackles. It was a waste in my book, but nevertheless, they all went from dummy half a metre out. Then one time they swung it, something happened. So maybe that's the answer for the Tigers. Cummings didn't convert his own try, so it's 24 points. Scoreboard hasn't updated, I don't think, Chick. I think it's 24 to 14, isn't it? Okay, restart from the halfway. Josh Moffat, big kick downtown. Tommy Dixon's going to collect it right on his own try line. He gives the ball out to Richard Graham, and Richard Graham goes forward. Gets through 1. There's too many players trying to go high. He gets over his own 20. That's a really good run. Centre field, Emery, dummy half. Ball out now to this gentleman. It's his first run, and he's coughed it up straight away. I think That is Scotty Burgess, number 15. I think he's copped a head clash straight up, Scott Burgess, or a leg injury, but he coughed it up straight away. Great defence. Good field possession for the Rams. My apologies. My apologies to Scott Burgess. That is Andrew Burton. Sorry, mate. Andrew Burton, first touch of the game, and he went down awkwardly in that tackle, but it was a damn good hit by the Rams defenders, and unfortunately for Andrew, he's coughed it up in really ordinary field position, 25 out from their own line, straight in centre field. So the Rams have got an opportunity here. Centre field, Josh Moffat will be the go-to guy with Butto locking in at lock forward. I see Toby Denyer might be coming off. No, he's not coming off. No. Kane Cabillo's gone into hooker. Good crowd here today at the Olympic Park. First home game of the season. Just waiting for Andrew to leave the field. He's suffered an ordinary leg injury. He's hobbling off. So here's the scrum food. They've got options left and right. Butto will get the ball out of this scrum food, and he'll have Chad Jewson, who's back on the field. He'll have him on the left, and he'll have Josh Moffat on the right. Aiden Edwards is on the field for the Tigers. He made some great inroads early as well. Here's the scrum food. Ball goes out to Butto at the base of the scrum. On to Josh Moffat. He's found a gap. Beats one. Beats two. Gives it out to Dennis Spathis. And Spathis comes to Tommy Dixon. And Dixon is held there by him and Manane. Tackled 10 out from the Aberdeen line. Penalty to the Rams. Really ordinary all over him like a rash. Here's Butto. Quick tap. Goes to Moffat. Moffat's going to give the ball to McKenzie. McKenzie juggles a bit, hangs onto it. Goes himself. He's 5 out. Wade. Going to get up and play the ball to Lenny Craft. Out the back to no one. Don't know who that was intended for, but Butto cleans it up. Goes himself. Settles things down. Be patient. Butto goes to 1. Shrugs off 2. Good run from Butto. He finds himself about 9 metres out. They've only got to go left. They've got the numbers. Moffat will go there for sure. The date was juggled. No. Moffat gets the ball. I thought that was knocked on at dummy half. Never. It wasn't. Kraft with the ball at dummy half. On to Grew. No. He dummied. Done a 360. Went himself and tackled 1 metre out. Butto at dummy half. Goes to left. Butto's tried to go himself from 1 metre out. Has he gone down? Yes, he's pointed to the spot. Very dangerous from dummy half. We've said it earlier. Tyrese points to the spot. It's 20 points to 14. I don't know if they've updated that. It's 24 points to 18. They haven't updated the scoreboard because it was 20-10 at half time. Okay. That doesn't help the situation, but it's 24 points to 18. 24 to 18. The scoreboard, we've been told, the remote control has run out of batteries down here at the table. Where's that green pen, chick? Might have blown away. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this scoreboard now. Good try by Butto. He's got the Rams straight back into the game. 24 points to 18. Okay, so Kane's going to try and convert this try of Butto's. They needed it, the Rams. They really needed this. Moves in. Strikes it He's got it. Well done, QB. 24-20. On the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Can the Rams run over the top of them here? They've got 13 on 13. Here's Frenchie with the restart. Gets the ball long and deep. Chad Dewson's under it. Great take from Dewson. Caught it right on his own line. Gets up, takes off, comes to Emery and Matty Hay. And Matty Hay's playing with a leg injury. Tackled on the 10-metre line. There's... Who's that guy? That is Dom Cooper. No, that's Wade McKenzie. Good run, Maccar. Gets up and plays the ball. Good piggyback penalty to the Rams. They needed that ground. It was a good quick play the ball by Wade McKenzie, and they got a penalty out of it for lying in the ruck for the Tigers. Here's Josh Moffat. Josh Moffat kicks for touch. The restart will be right on the 40-metre line of the Rams side of the field. Restart. Spathis into Ellis. Ellis onto Toby Denya. Just shy of halfway. Gets up, plays it. Ellis at dummy half onto Grew. Grew charges forward to big swaddling, and around the legs was Aiden Edwards. Centre field. Ellis again onto McKenzie. McKenzie charges forward. Good run, Macca. 35 out, centre field again. Ellis, dummy half onto Button. Button goes under one, which was Cummings. Beats another. Having a great game, Butto. 20 metres out, quick play the ball. Ellis down the blind to Luke Cameron. Luke Cameron on to Chad Dewson. Gets under a high tackle by Josh Emery. He spills it. It's gone backwards, has it? That's it. It has. Ellis cleans it up. Gives it on to Grew. Grew charges at the line. 10 out, centre field. Ellis dummy half. They've got the numbers. It's the last tackle. He gets the ball out the back to Josh Moffat. Josh Moffat, long pass out to Spathis. Spathis going to the line. He's going to score! Left a host of Aberdeen players in his wake. One of them Manane, one of them Tommy Dixon. Big solid boy. It's 24 all. Olympic Park on the Polyworld and A+ contracting scoreboard. Kick to come. Really good go forward by the Rams there. Tigers look tied in their own in goal. Okay, let's see if QB can put the Rams ahead. 26-24. He's got to kick it first, of course. Bit of a breeze blowing in his face. Let's see if he can get it over. Oh, beautiful stuff, Kane Cabillo. I'll probably hear about that all week at work. Well, what can the Tigers do now? First time in the match, they find themselves down. They need someone to weave a bit of magic. Here's the restart from Cummings. Little grubber goes over the head to Denya. Tried a grubber kick to the sideline, but Denya's got good hands there, and he swivels out of one tackle, swivels out of a second, and Tommy Dixon was the guy before Aiden Edwards came in and helped wrap him up. Penalty against Tigers again. Another good pressure relieving penalty. Good easy out here for the Rams. Josh Moffat's going to find touch. Good kick. They'll have a restart. 4 short of halfway. The Rams full of running. Tigers need to really knuckle down here and defend. Tap restart goes to Ellis. On to Grew. Grew gets the ball. Charges at the defence of the Aberdeen Tigers. He gets up over halfway. He's held in a good tackle there by Richard Graham and Emery. Ellis at dummy half. They're inside Aberdeen's half. Here's Jake White, beats one, goes under a high shot from Swaddling, gets inside the 40. Players left on the ground. Good quick play the ball. Ellis, short pass to Mackenzie again. Mackenzie tackled by Swaddling and also Josh Emery. Penalty around the head. Tyrese has found a penalty there. Josh Emery, just his arm crept up on Ellis's neck. Here's Josh Moffat. They're centre field. 28 metres out. Penalty. Grew gets the ball. Goes straight at Richard Graham. Josh Emery underneath. They're all over the shop here, the Tigers. Here's Ellis. Play the ball. Out the back to Wade Mackenzie. Mackenzie tries to unload a second time. Gets a quick play the ball, though, onto Button. Button, he'll look and show and go. He goes himself. He's held up 5 metres out. Frenchie's there as well as Cummings. Play the ball to Ellis down that short side onto Luke Cameron. And Luke Cameron try to unload. He's held by 2 players there. Frenchie's one of them. What did he call it? I don't know what he's saying there, Tyrese. Did he say that Luke Cameron coughed it up a little bit? We've got 15 minutes left. The scoreboard has blown a fuse or a battery. 15 minutes left in the A-plus contracting and poly welding scoreboard. It is 26-24 in favour of the Rams. Okay, that's a turnover. It's a pressure relieving turnover for the Tigers. They're on the ropes there. Cummings to feed the scrum, 10 out from his own line. Long ball from Josh Emery out to Jake Price. Good defence. Good defence there by Jake White. Daniel, I should say. Here's Connor Brown come in from the wing to help out. Gets up over his own 20. Play the ball. Frenchie, the fullback, takes one from dummy half. Goes under Luke Cameron. Held by Jewson. Just shy of his own 30, centre field. Here's Swaddling. Close to the ruck, charges in behind the ruck, and good run from Swaddling. Gets up over his own 40. Frenchie at dummy half. They go down that short side. Frenchie kicks from dummy half, looking for the sideline, but Kane read it beautifully. Cubillo gets the ball, collected it on his own 30, runs and gets up over, makes about 5 metres. Ellis at dummy half onto Jewson. The centre comes in for a run, runs at Josh Emery. Good defence. Jake Price helps out. 5 short of halfway. Ellis at dummy half onto Grew. How many hit-ups has Grew had today? Seriously. Tries to unload it again. No. Smart play. Hang on to it. Aberdeen boys left lying in the ruck. Ellis goes from dummy half. Beats 1. Beats 2. He's looking to go. He trips over. There's a player down on the ground from Tigers in the background, and Tyrese has called play up. Should they have played on? Goodness me, he was quick to pull up stumps there, but an Aberdeen player was down about 22 metres out. Who is that young lad? Good run from Bailey Ellis. Dummy half, sniffed a gap out there. The tiring Aberdeen defence, and Bailey sniffed on it and made about 30 metres. Aberdeen. Well, they needed that Horton play. I'll give you the tip. I have a feeling, no, it's not Connor Brown. $26 points to 24 here. That's Frenchie. Cameron French is the one down. The A-plus contracting and Polyworld scoreboard, 26-24 in favour of the Tigers. In favour of the Rams. Cameron French is down. He was down earlier, Frenchie. He's got some leg issues, but he's gone down again. I don't know how many reserves. I can see Big Fitzy on the sideline, Sam, but Frenchie's very ordinary going back into the defensive line now. Rams have got numbers out wide here. Can Aberdeen hold out? They've got Button and Moffat who are running rampant. Button from dummy half. Gives it to Moffat. Turns it back inside to Wade Mackenzie. Good tackle from Wadwell. Gets up to play the ball. Ellis at dummy half out to Moffat. Got options. Little chip through. Who collects it? Dave Manane. Great tackle there by Dom Cooper. He's just outside his own in goal. The 10 metres is ordinary. Frenchie goes from dummy half. And is he going to get dragged over the sideline? No. Geez, that would have been a dumb thing to do, Frenchie. You went down there, took your odds, but you just stayed in touch. Here's Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon. He's going to get taken over the sideline. Well. No forward stood up, and Tommy Dixon went himself, the little halfback. He's not shy of some ticker, Tommy Dixon, I'll give him that, but he was just outnumbered there by the bigger Muswellbrook forwards, and he got dragged over the sideline, 15 out from his own line. I'm not going to knock him for doing that. He tried something. He just tried to get the Aberdeen Tigers on the go forward, but unfortunately, size got him in the end. Okay, great turnover for the Rams. They're 15 out. McKenzie plays the ball to Ellis. Ellis gets the ball to Grew. It's about his 50th hit up today, Adam Grew, fair income. 8 metres out, centre field. 2 Aberdeen players in the ruck. There's a penalty to the Rams. Centre field, straight underneath the goalpost. Ellis is going to take a tap. Keep the pressure on Grew with his 101st hit up of the day. He turns it back inside to Ellis. Ellis shows and goes himself. Tackled about 8 metres out. They don't want anything stupid here with a dumb turnover. Moffat at dummy half. Gives it on to McKenzie. McKenzie goes a little bit wide of the ruck to about the C defender and charges at the line. Really good run from Macca. He's tackled about 5 out. Ellis, dummy half. Long pass out to Button. Button, dummies. Excuse me, goes himself. Comes back the right-hand side to Moffat. Moffat gives it on to Denya. Denya goes forward himself. Good tackle from Frenchie. There's no fullback at home now. Ellis at dummy half. Goes himself, shows and goes, the big fella. He's tackled 3 out. He wasn't held! Was he held? No, I don't think he was. And Tyrese is going to point to the spot. He's just asking for Worthy. What's Worthy going to point to the spot? No. Incredible. Unbelievable. What's he saying? He was held and he got up and ran? I don't know if his legs were held. I thought they fell off him. So it's a penalty. It's a dead set penalty. Well, unfortunately for Bailey, here's a penalty for Aberdeen Tigers. They need something. That was the good fortune they needed, because that was a try for all money. Here's Jake Price from dummy half. Jake Price from dummy half. He gets the ball up over his 30 from the tap restart. Plays the ball, Emery at dummy half. Gives it on to Huey Collins. What a hit! Big hit there from Wade McKenzie and Bailey Ellis. Huey Collins, Tyrese said he lost it in the tackle. Wade McKenzie and Bailey Ellis monstered him. Tyrese saw a loose ball in the tackle, so a turnover. Just when they got that pressure relieving penalty, they've turned it over. 35 out, centre field from their own line, the Tigers. 26 points to 24 in favour of the Rams on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld School Board. Comes out the back, Ellis onto Button, who's a little wraparound from the scrum base, gives it on to Moffat. Good tackle from Frenchie, read it like a book. There's no fullback at home, but Butto, another player left lying in the ruck from the Aberdeen Tigers defensive line. They need to be quicker there. 30 out. Ball goes from Ellis on to Grew. Grew charges forward, unloads it onto Kane Cubillo. Kane Cubillo beats 1, beats 2, and he comes to Edwards, and he's still going Cuban. He's tackled about 8 metres out from the Tigers line. Ellis at dummy half. A short pass to Grew. Goes in behind the ruck. Can he get over? No, he doesn't. He's held up. 3 metres out, Grewy. Dummy half, Ellis. Long ball out the back to Button. Equally long ball out to Moffat. It's hit. 6 to go forward by Connor Brown. Oh, what's he called? He's blowing the whistle. He's blowing the whistle, unfortunately. He didn't play on. Yeah, Connor Brown knocked the ball forward in an attempted intercept, and then he left it behind him, and then Chad Jewson picked the ball up, but unfortunately, the referee had called a halt to proceedings for a knock-on. So the advantage wasn't paid or played. Okay, Rams feed. They're 20 out. 20 in from touch. Butto to feed the scrum. Held by Ellis. The scrum's broken up. It should have been a penalty, but Moffat gets the ball. Everything revolves around these three guys. 15 out. Gives it on to a big Wade. He goes forward. Good charge from Mackenzie. Hitting a good tackle from Edwards. He finds himself 3 out. Centre field. Ellis at dummy half. Short pass on to Grew. Turns it under and scores. Has he scored? Yes, he has. He's going to point to the spot. Ellis jumped out of dummy half. Give it to a raging runner in Adam Grew unders. Straight underneath the post. That takes it to 30 points to 24. Kick to come. The scoreboard has carked it, so I don't know how long to go. 8 minutes left to go. We're, thank God, Gus Petman's on the loudspeaker here. Aberdeen were hanging on for dear life there. That turnover didn't do them any good from Huey Collins there, and they seized on it. But in saying that, it was a hell of a tackle from Bailey Ellis and Wade Mackenzie to force that turnover. Now Kane Cabello finds himself directly in front. Makes no mistake. 32 to 24 on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. You've got an 8-point buffer now, the Rams. It'll take a minor miracle for mine to see the Tigers come back into this. Short kick-off from Cummings. Goes over the sideline. They'll get a turnover, the Tigers. Good kick. Young Dennis Spathis went up a little bit too early. Went straight over his head into touch. There was no one else there to help him out. So the Tigers, they'll have a scrum feed, 40 out. 40 out, 20 in from touch. 40 out from the Rams line, that is. I see thank you, Gus. Tommy Dixon feeds the scrum. Out the back is Josh Emery. That might have went forward. That certainly went forward from Cummings on to Frenchie. Anyway, quick play the ball. Comes this side to Fitzy. Big Sam Fitzsimmons has got the ball. Good tackle from Wade Mackenzie around the legs. Ball goes to Richard Graham. Richard Graham goes centre field straight at a couple of players. Luke Cameron went high, brushed him off, but Gruey finished him off. Here's Brock Wadwell. Wadwell goes from dummy half and he's monstered there. He unloads it underneath, gives the ball on to, we find Huey Collins with the ball out to Tommy Dixon now. 10 out from the Rams line. 15 in from touch. Long ball out to Cummings. Cummings kicks it over. Chip over the top. Spathis won't muck around with that one. Times that beautifully. What's he done? Offside. Tyrese has called Aberdeen offside. Penalty to the Rams. Quick tap. Josh Moffat's caught them all napping. He's gone himself and he makes it out to about 28 metres out from his own line. Aberdeen players left lying in the ruck again. Couple of injured boys there. Cameron French has won. He's been belted a couple of times, Frenchie. Rams full of running. Ellis at dummy half. On to Adam Grew. Adam Grew goes straight at the defence yet again. Incredible run. He's big Henry. Henry goes forward. Did he juggle that in the tackle? No, he kept possession. Tommy Dixon, good tackle. Ball goes from Ellis to Moffat. Moffat jinks inside one. Finds the gap. Only got to pass it to Button and he's over! In behind the ruck, the Aberdeen defence was a little bit lazy and Josh Moffat found a gap in behind the play of the ball. Only the fullback to beat and he handed it off to Jacob Button in support and scored around the back of the post. 36 points to 24. Kick to come right in front. Kane Cubillo will make no mistake with that. Four minutes to go. That wasn't Cameron French who was the last man standing there. I have a feeling that was Connor Brown because Frenchie has suffered an injury, still hobbling around. He stayed on the field, but it wasn't Frenchie. I have a feeling the last man at the back there was Connor Brown. Nevertheless, good play by the Rams. Luke Cameron's coming off the field. Bailey Carter's going on. Kane Cubillo moves in, makes that extra 2 points. So it is 38-24, and we'll have about 3 minutes left on the clock here. A+ Contracting and Polywell scoreboard. A scoreboard at Muswellbrook right now that is not working. Unfortunate. They'll get it sorted out. President Foxy will get that sorted out during the week. Restart now. Here's Cummings. Another player kick. Yep. Cummings kicked the ball, tried to find touch with a little grubber, went through. Spathis fumbled it. It went over the sideline. Very difficult to take those balls. So it's a play the ball here. Waddle's going to play it. Restart. On to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons goes out a dummy half. 34 metres out from his own line. Emery from dummy half gets it on to Richard Graham, and Richard Graham goes into the Muswellbrook defence. Centre field, 30 out. Penalty to the Tigers. Quick play, quick tap. Well, Gruey's offside for a start. You need to get back, Gruey. Here's Brock Waddle takes a quick tap, goes himself. He's hitting a good tackle there by Jewson. 10 out from the Rams line. Emery gets the ball on to Cummings, out to Tommy Dixon, and Tommy Dixon's tackle about 2 metres out, 10 in from touch. Play the ball. Out the back to, who's that guy? I can't even see his number. 2 out from the line again. Long ball from Cummings out to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon looking for a long pass. He's got no options there. No one's running. Frenchie's playing on one leg at the moment, so Dixon takes it himself. He's belted and dragged back about 5-6 metres. There's still 15 out from the Rams try line. Ball goes to Fitzy. Fitzy comes to Bailey Carter. He wraps him up. Gruey over the top. Good tackle, Carter. Waddle at dummy half goes himself. Hitting a really good tackle by McKenzie, but he unloads to Cummings, who gives a short pass into Big Fitzy, Sam Fitzsimmons, and they score next to the uprights. They just change of direction there for the Tigers. They'll run out of time, but they kept the ball alive, the Tigers. They kept the ball alive, and that little phase play from the Tigers, and the Rams just didn't wrap the ball up. Quick attempt at conversion by Evander Cummings. It's 38 points to 30 on the A+ Contracting and Polywell scoreboard. It could be only 60 seconds to go, surely. They're in no hurry to get back to halfway, the Rams. There's been some outstanding players here today for both sides. That's full time. 38 points to 30 on the A+ Contracting and Polywell scoreboard. It's full time, but Tyrese is going to make him restart the play. Jacob Button's had a great game. So has Josh Moffat. Bailey Ellis, when he's on the field, has always caused damage out of dummy half. His defence has been good. Tommy Dixon's had a cracker of a game for the Tigers. Dave Monane's going to get it. He'll take the last play, and that's it. Full time here at Olympic Park. The Rams have scored their first 2 points of the season. 38 points to 30 victors over the Aberdeen Tigers. Well done to both sides. There's plenty of attacking football. Look, I'm a bit as an old forward. I've got to say, I know all the backs done a lot of work, but my man of the match has got to go to Adam Grew. He's go forward, his defence. He scored a try as well. Outstanding effort from Adam Grew. Wade McKenzie was solid as well. I honestly thought Tommy Dixon was fantastic. Josh Emery, he's growing in confidence every time I see him for the Tigers. Well done to the boys. Frenchie was solid at fullback, but great effort by the Rams to kick back after last week's defeat at the hands of Scone, and a well-deserved victory to the Muswellbrook Rams, 38 points to 30 for the A+ Contracting and Poly World scoreboard. We'll catch you next week. Big thank you to Chick Taylor for the videos, and we'll see you all next week in round 3.